Hey friends, Diana here from Garden Love. I want to talk to you about growing pomegranates. I know some of you guys don't have the space and you don't necessarily want to grow it in a pot, but you have a little bit of space, but not this wide. I am going to show you how to train your pomegranate tree. It won't be a shrub or a bush like this. It's going to be a tree, but you have to do it early on when you get your tree, and I'm about to show you how to train one because I have one that I just put in the ground and we're going to train it to be a tree, not a shrub. Let's go. All right friends, I want to show you guys this pomegranate that I just recently installed, and maybe I should go to the other side so the sun hits it and you guys can actually see what I'm doing. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these little ties that they put with the stake, and I'm going to remove the stake so we can see what we're working with. I selected this pomegranate specifically because of its shape, and I'm going to do something that most people would hate to do, especially when they just got a train. As you guys can see here, this is the pomegranate, but it has a few branches, and I'm going to bring you guys closer so I can show you guys what I'm doing. I don't know if you guys can see this branch right here. Here's the main trunk. Eventually this tree is gonna wanna push out some suckers from down below, but I'm not gonna allow it. I'm gonna cut this at an angle, and all we're gonna leave is the trunk. We're going to be very diligent about making sure that we don't allow nothing else to come out of this. Nothing from the ground, nothing from the trunk. You guys see the shape that it's going to take? Look at that. Now I don't know if I want to cut this one so it can keep going higher. I might just leave this one. I don't know. What do you guys think? I might cut this little one. I'm not sure how high I want the tree, so that's going to be up to you, how high you want the trunk to be and where do you want it to start canopying from. So I'm going to sleep on the rest, but for now I do want to say that it is as easy as just removing everything off the trunk. I don't know if you guys can see, the sun's going down, and that is all you do. I'm going to show you other ways you can grow a pomegranate in case you haven't seen my other videos. I'm growing them in a container. Let me just show you guys. I do have a few things to say about training fruit trees a certain way. Like for example, we're going to train the pomegranate to be a tree instead of a shrub. There are certain trees that no matter what you do, you can't train them to be that way. The perfect example for me is my Mexican key lime. When I first started growing fruit trees in containers, I had the idea of actually growing this key lime as a lollipop, so a tall trunk and then a big little shrub of all the key limes. But little did I know is the Mexican key limes don't grow that way, and despite my biggest effort, and I almost killed one of my first Mexican key lime, I learned the hard way. Some trees can be trainable a certain way, and other trees you can train them. Like that is just, one second friends. That is just the way they grow. So you're gonna have to study the tree that you want to train and learn their growing habits and understand what they can do and what they can do. Pomegranates are very diverse. You can grow them as a shrub, you can grow them as a tree, you can grow them as an arc, train them to go on a trellis. This arc needs a little trimming because it should normally look a little neater, and we're gonna get to that. But for now, you know what, I've never mind anything that looks a little bit of like a jungle or wild. I love it. That's just nature. But if I wanted to make this look a little neater, I totally could. Some of these long, I don't know if you can see that long branch, I was thinking about practicing the air layer method and get another tree out of it, and that actually would be an ideal what do you call it, branch to train it as a tree, because I don't know if you guys can see what I'm looking at. It's this one right here. It looks like a ginormous sucker and it is tall. That would be ideal for a tree style pomegranate. But as you guys can see, isn't it beautiful? It's an arc. There's one on each side and it gives me pomegranates. So pomegranates are very diverse. You can also grow them in a container. Let me take you over there because it's been a while since I updated this video. This is my other pomegranate. Please excuse me, I'm going to wear my glasses because it is really bright right here. And let me show you, it is growing in a container. This is just, I'm gonna be doing some irrigation with this, so let me move that out of the way for you guys. But I don't know if you guys can see the container that it's in. It's been in there for a lot of years and it's giving me fruit. You just have to fertilize it and amend the soil, give it worm castings, and give it plenty of water. This is dead, and it'll give you fruit. One thing that I've noticed about growing pomegranates as an arc, I've noticed that one year does really well and the other year doesn't, and it's probably because we have to constantly train it. So we're cutting some of those budding those buds that are eventually turn into pomegranates. The flowers are so beautiful, so just keep that in mind. You might not get as much pomegranates growing it as an arc. It is a focal point, it is beautiful, but you're going to constantly have to be cutting it and you're going to be taking some of those fruiting buds. So take that into consideration. Let's go see something else. I never asked, but if you're new here, consider subscribing so you can get notified when I post videos like this. Give me a like if you like this video, and I hope to see you in the comments. Let's go. This video was intended to be really short, just to show you guys really quick how you can start to train a pomegranate into a tree instead of a shrub, how you can also grow it in a pot, and how you can train it to grow as an arc through a trellis. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Leave any questions or comments down below so I can answer them for you. You guys have a blessed day. Bye.